Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Kitsap Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. Whoever you are, wherever you've come from, for this hour we are here as one congregation and all are welcome. Please rise in body or spirit to join in singing our musical call to worship today. Come sing a song with me, hymn number 346 in our gray hymnal.
And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me that I might know you're mine. And I'll bring you home when hope hard to find, and I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come walk in rain with me, come walk in rain with me, come walk in rain with me that I might know you're mine. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find, and I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me that I might know you're mine. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
That's one of my favorite songs, and in fact, Jerry and I sang it at our wedding, which took place here. My name is Alan Searle, and one of the responsibilities of the lay leader is to say something about themselves, as well as describing themselves to those who have limited eyesight. I've always found it very difficult to find something new when I'm up here. So last night I looked in the mirror for inspiration, which was probably a mistake. I noticed I was thinner on the top than I thought I was. But then I realized I could turn this around. This could become a fashion statement. It could be called the tonsure hairstyle. Now, for those of you who remember, tonsure is the hairstyle adopted by monks in the Middle Ages where they shave the top of their head. We don't have to shave our tops or our heads. It's happening naturally. Moving down from my head to my accent, it's a British accent, the remains of a British accent after 47 years of living in the US. Further down, I'm wearing a grey suit with a fine herringbone pattern. I'm wearing a light pink shirt and Save the Children tie. After the service, the suit and the tie will return to my clothes closet for the next 10 years. Our guest speaker this morning is Jessica Demick. Jessica has been a part of KUUF since 2008, building close relationships while engaging in the challenging and joyful work of being a member of a spiritual community. Currently, she is co-facilitator of the Compassionate Communication Team, which supports individuals and our whole community with listening, healing disconnections when they occur, and building capacity for using language and actions that offer correct connection. After 4 years of part-time seminary, Jessica was ordained in May 2025 as an interim chaplain and community minister through the Chaplaincy Institute for Interfaith Studies. She believes in the importance of centering relationships in all that we do, that how we are together is just as important as what we do together. Today, Jessica will lead us in a ritual for welcoming in the new year and offer reflections on the power of acknowledging sacred thresholds. If you're visiting this morning, please participate as you feel comfortable. If you are here in person, fidgets and a rocking chair are available for sensory needs, and we have assistive listening systems. If you need one, please see one of the ushers who are at the back. You're all invited to stay and meet people during coffee hour. Many members of the congregation attend online. If you are visiting online, today you are welcome to introduce yourself in the chat. Here, I'd like to call your attention to this insert in your order of service, where you can see the week's and month's events. I don't see if there are any happening today. More announcements about Kitsap UUF Fellowship activities are available in our weekly email newsletter, The Candle. You can sign up on the website or in the foyer. Now take a moment, if you have one of these devices, to turn it off, or as they said when I was at a fellowship in Florida once, turn it into worship mode. And please join me in taking a few centering breaths. We acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the Aboriginal territory of the Suquamish people. Expert fishermen, canoe builders, and basket weavers, the Suquamish live in harmony with the lands and waterways along Washington's central Salish Sea, as they have for thousands of years. Here they live and protect the land and waters of their ancestors for future generations, as promised by the Point Elliott Treaty of 1855. Chalice lighting. We welcome Maya Demick, to come up and light our chalice. Maya is a freshman at South Kitsap and will be taking classes at OC starting this spring. She enjoys contributing to worship services here at KUUF. Join me now in lighting our chalice. If you have your own chalice at home or candle, please light it as I read our chalice lighting words by Lois Van Leer on the brink of a new year. We light this chalice on the brink of a new year, letting go of what has been, open and hopeful for what may come, renewed, restored, ready to live life fully anew. May we move forward with intention. Please join me in the spoken affirmation. The words will appear on the screen. We gather
as a caring community, seeking life's deeper meanings. We value diversity and affirm the worth of all living things. We strive to speak truth in love,
to act for justice, to grow in spirit, and to care for the earth.
We celebrate with open hearts and minds
the creative power that sustains and transforms us. Please rise in body or in spirit to join in singing hymn number 1, May Nothing Evil Cross This Door.
May nothing evil cross this door, and may a fortune never pry about these windows. May the roar and rain go by. By faith made strong, the rafters will withstand the battering of the storm. The hearts of all the world grow chill and keep you warm. Peace shall walk softly through these rooms, touching our lips with holy wine, till every casual corner blooms into a shrine. With laughter drown the raucous shout, and though these sheltering walls are thin, may it be strong to keep hate out and hold love in.
Good morning. I am Melinda Hughes, the Director of Lifespan Faith Formation. I have red hair with some purple streaks, wear black glasses, and I'm wearing all black today. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. The month of January, the children, our chalice circles, we're going to be exploring resistance. That's the theme this month. And today's story is exploring the challenge of resisting distraction, overwhelm, anger, and worry. What Buddhists call the monkey mind. Now, some of you may experience monkey mind when you are reflecting on your past, looking forward to your future. So hopefully this will be a story that will explain monkey mind a little bit. The monkey mind is that restless part of us that's always jumping from thought to thought, never content to sit still. It's the feeling of being pulled in 100 directions by all of our shoulds, what ifs, and what's next. As Unitarian Universalists, we seek wisdom from many faith traditions, and Buddhism offers us deep insight into how we can calm our monkey mind and live with more peace and calm. So with that in mind, I'm going to share a tale with you, which helps us see just how tricky and how teachable our monkey minds can be. Once, long ago, a man received a wonderful present from a master, a magical monkey that could do anything the man asked of it. Well, of course, he was thrilled. He took the monkey along with him and asked it to do all sorts of useful things. In no time at all, it would finish each task and come running back for the next order. The man had the monkey build him a palatial house. In no time at all, the monkey had finished it. Now, our friend was really thrilled. What's not to like? The man went to bed for the night and found out. The monkey kept pestering him. Now what do you want me to do? What's next? The man could never rest, ever. Day and night, the monkey hounded him with requests for more work, which it finished in no time. Then it was back for more. At his wit's end, the man went back to the master, Help, you've got to give me a way to deal with this monkey so it doesn't keep on bothering me day and night. What can you do? The master gave him one curly hair. He intoned, "Have the monkey make the hair go straight." The master demonstrated pulling the hair straight, and as soon as he let go, the hair would bounce back to its former shape. That was it. The man took the hair and gave it to the monkey, ordering it to make the hair straight. The monkey sat down, fully focused on the little hair. He pulled it straight. It bounced back. He pulled it again. It bounced back. It went for about a minute. The man raced to his bed and gratefully passed out. Just like the man in the story, we all have our own monkey minds, always busy, always jumping from one thing to the next. But this story reminds us that peace isn't found by doing more or controlling every thought, but by finding ways to gently give our minds something steady to focus on: a breath, a word, a flame, a moment of gratitude. In that quiet space, we discover what the Buddhist master already knew. Calm isn't something we chase, it's something we create.
As a religious community, together we can do the work of many. By sharing in the act of giving, we transform gratitude into generosity towards our mission. One way that our mission inspires us to act on our shared UU values is to share our weekly offering with a local nonprofit agency providing services within our larger community. Our charitable giving recipient for the month of January is Peninsula Community Health Services. It is a community-based nonprofit organization dedicated to providing accessible, affordable, compassionate, quality health and wellness services for our communities. Peninsula Community Health was founded in 1987 as a community clinic in downtown Bremerton and became a federally qualified health center in 1993. Its health services include primary medical and dental care, behavioral health counseling, substance abuse treatment, pharmacy services, and health education. If you would like your offering to go to this month's charitable giving, recipient Peninsula Community Health Services, please use the envelope, little white envelope in your order of service. If you want your offering to go to KUUF, please put it directly in the basket. Instructions on other ways to make your gift, including a QR code, will be on the screen. Now, let there be an offering to strengthen and sustain our beloved community with the gift of music. Sentimental Waltz by Franz Schubert, played by Jerry Searle. Thank you. Please rise in body or spirit to join me in singing May You Go With Joy for our children as they go to their classes. Now is the time for our joys and sorrows. We are grateful for our caring committee who reach out to anyone who requests contact when they submit a joy or sorrow. When shared together, our joys are amplified and our sorrows lessened. We have a joy here from Regina May. She's making a new friend, wonderful friend, and the New Year's meal with Bonner was amazing. From Melody Rose, I think, newfound freedom and peace. And her sorrow is the end of a 4-year relationship and a moving deadline of January the 21st. This is anonymous, a prayer for our nation, that voices of love and justice be the ones that get heard, and that our country's leaders have the courage to stand up to hate and destructive power. A joy for the Southern Black-Eyed Peas and Collard Greens New Year's Day dinner auctioned by Bonner Sams. To get into the day, Bonner. And that's from Ellen Newberg. And an anonymous one here, finally, from someone, and it says, it's not me, my new haircut. You will have to figure out who that is. We'll destroy it. And we light one last candle for those joys and sorrows that are still too tender to share. In this circle of care and compassion, we hold those who have shared their joy with us, for each shared joy is a form of nourishment for all of us. In this circle of care and compassion, we faithfully witness those who have shared their sorrows with us, for each shared sorrow touches our hearts, and we accept the call to lighten the burden of our friend. Please remain seated as we sing hymn number 123, Spirit of Life, in our grey hymnal.
Good morning. As Alan mentioned, my name is Jessica Demick, and I use she, her pronouns. I have light brown hair, and today I'm wearing a blue dress and a stole that's making its debut in the pulpit that has many shades of green on it. Our reading this morning is an excerpt from John O'Donohue's blessing called The End of the Year. As this year draws to its end, we give thanks for the gifts it brought, and how they became inlaid within, where neither time nor tide could touch them. days when beloved faces shone brighter with light from beyond themselves, and from the granite of some secret sorrow, a stream of buried tears loosened. We bless this year for all we learned, for all we loved and lost, and for the quiet way it brought us nearer to our invisible destination. Now please join me in a moment of reflection, followed by our post-reflection music, There Is a Love, performed by Marty Bishop, Lisa Johnson, Brian Watson, Clayton Knott, and Jerry Searle. Thank you for that. Truly, it was a gift of music. Our congregation learned that song during the pandemic, and then my family adopted it as sort of a bedtime lullaby. And this week I asked Jerry if it could be part of our service, so thank you so much. One of the things I miss most about my childhood faith is the church calendar, or liturgical calendar. Liturgy meaning a form of public worship. and there certainly was a form, a way we did worship in the Episcopal Church that seemingly never changed. And then there was the lectionary calendar, which offered daily scripture readings and prayers. As a youth, I thought much of the formality and tradition was boring and at times too rigid. But since leaving the church many years ago, I have come to appreciate and even long for the structure the liturgical calendar offered. At the time, this schedule drew me nearer to God because I was accountable to following it and therefore practicing my faith, even if sometimes I felt a bit confused, bored, or disinterested in some of the practices. There was a clear structure, a calendar of how and when I could engage in relationship with the divine. It provided what I call a sacred container. I've come to realize that for my own well-being, I need a sacred container. And given that my childhood religion doesn't fit my current theology, I work to create a container from the various sources and spaces that feel holy to me now. One of my strategies for this is to pay attention to the thresholds of life. There are so many, some big, like birth, death, marriage, graduation, moving, illness, elections, that may only happen once or only on occasion. Others are smaller and may occur daily, monthly, or yearly, like the sunrise, a full moon, or the beginning of winter. Speaking of winter solstice, for many UUs and others who practice earth-based or pagan spirituality, the solstice is a sacred ritual, is a sacred threshold that offers a time to reflect and release what no longer serves and carry what does through the next year. We had a beautiful solstice ritual here at KUF a couple of weeks ago that offered this experience of reflection. For some reason, though, my own internal process allows me to only start that time of reflection at solstice, but requires that I carry it through to January 1st, the new year according to the Gregorian calendar. I find winter solstice to be a holy time to acknowledge the earth season, and then on Christmas, we celebrate the joy of new birth, and my wedding anniversary happens to fall on December 29th, which is another opportunity to review the year. And then finally, I come to January 1st, and it just feels natural to me to practice a ritual for the beginning of the calendar year. A new calendar year. This is what works for me as a threshold to mark a new year. This is likely because I've been using this calendar for a good portion of the last 42, almost 43 years. Growing up, we had a giant paper calendar hanging on our kitchen wall where my dad would write his work schedule, which is where I learned how to read military time and memorize airport codes. And my mom would write all the appointments and activities that our family had scheduled. I continue this tradition today with a paper calendar on our refrigerator and a whiteboard calendar for my daughters on the wall of the dining room. I use Google Calendar reluctantly because while it's handy to have while I'm standing at a doctor's office making my next appointment, it doesn't hold the whole picture, at least not for me, that a paper calendar does. And I don't mean just any paper calendar. It has to have the correct size boxes, include mild yet pleasing colors, and have a surface that is both easy to write and erase with in pencil. In many ways, the calendar holds the story of my life. So yes, my New Year practice is connected to the January 1st New Year. I do hold awareness that though widely used today, the Gregorian calendar has its roots in a culture that valued conquering others. First is the Julian calendar of ancient Rome, and later when it changed to the name Gregorian as the Catholic Pope Gregory XIII made further changes. Though much of the world has adopted this calendar, some because it felt natural given their heritage, and others because of colonization, there are many other calendars in the world. Some are religious, such as the Jewish and Islamic calendars, and others civil, pertaining to the specific country's culture. And on these calendars, the new year happens at all different times of the year than the January 1st date that we are using here today. If you are curious, I invite you to learn more about the presence of other calendars and their importance to different cultures. Wikipedia has some interesting articles. But back to today and our marking of the annual threshold of a new year. For me, the power of thresholds is that they invite ritual, and rituals build that sacred container. Rituals can be as simple as pausing to pay attention to the colorful sky at sunset, or singing the same song every year on someone's birthday. Mine is January 17th, if anyone wants to practice that one. Rituals can be more involved and include multiple elements depending on the significance of the sacred threshold. As I was considering what might feel right for our ritual today, I decided to research what other UUs do for the new year and was surprised to find quite a list. At Foothills UU congregation in Maryville, Tennessee, parishioners use fabric markers to write or draw their intention for the new year on a large white tablecloth. Each year, the congregation adds more words to the same cloth, layering past year's intentions over the years, which provides an opportunity to be reminded of what they collectively intended the years before. Some congregations feature a decades service near the new year, in which a person from each decade of life offers a brief reflection to a question, such as the one posed by Mary Oliver in her poem, The Summer Day. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? First Parish Church of Groton, Massachusetts holds a New Year's service not in the sanctuary, but in their large coffee hour room. After lighting a chalice and holding a very simple worship service that includes the Work of Christmas by Howard Thurman, the congregation takes part in the all-ages activity of making about 200 bag lunches for local shelters, assembly line style. There's also a card-making table so that a handmade card and note can be put in each lunch. And the list continues, including rituals like having a fire communion or dissolving paper in a bowl of water. Though many of these felt meaningful to me, they also required a bit more time and planning than we had coming into our time together today. So I decided to share with you my own personal, simple New Year's ritual. Choosing a word for the year. A word that acts as a steady guide, a companion. In an article describing this practice, Elizabeth Ryder writes that choosing a word of the year shapes your mindset, influences your decisions, and brings clarity to what actually matters as the year unfolds. At its core, choosing a word of the year is about self-awareness and intention. It's less about perfection and more about direction, how you want your year to feel. I also note this practice creates kind of a personal narrative, providing the opportunity for me to look back at past years, to see what word I had chosen and reflect on what was happening in my life at that time. Over the years, some of my words have included presence, mourning, healing, and very important sitting, which I realize is 3 words. That's allowed. In my research of UU New Year's rituals, I came across an article on Braver Wiser, where Sarah Klinger Osborne shares her practice of getting together with friends to share a toast, a boast, and an oath. The toast represents a gratitude from the previous year. The boast represents something to be proud of or something accomplished in the previous year. And the oath is a word of intention for the new year. I appreciated the communal practice of this tradition and how perhaps reflecting on a gratitude and celebration from the previous year might contribute to your choosing a word for the new year, perhaps by realizing what was important to you or what you want more of in your life. And so I decided that we would combine this practice with my simple one. And so in the spirit of building a sacred container for the threshold of this new year, I invite you into a ritual for blessing to 2026. First, I will lead us in a brief meditation, making space for reflection. I will invite you to reflect on a word that represents your toast or gratitude from 2025, a word that represents your boast or celebration from 2025, and your oath, a word of intention for 2026. Next, we will take a couple of minutes to write these 3 words down on the strip of paper you received when you entered the sanctuary. If you did not receive a strip of paper or a ribbon and a crayon, would you please raise your hand if you're willing? And we have some capable ushers that will come around and support you getting those. After we write those down, I'm going to invite us into that community practice of sharing with your neighbor or the people sitting near you if you would like. And then finally, we will connect our strips of paper into one long, colorful chain and bless it. If you're participating online today, I invite you to also get a piece of paper and something to write with. My children have told me passing this many things out as people are coming into the sanctuary is too complicated, and next time I need to choose a different strategy for getting prepared for this ritual. So thank you, ushers, for assisting us. All right. I invite you into a few minutes of grounding as we prepare for this ritual. Whatever I'm offering for this grounding, feel free to adjust it if there is a practice that better supports you in this moment. You might begin by placing your feet solidly on the floor and closing your eyes or softening your gaze. See if you can just settle into your seat in a way that feels good to you right now. Noticing where your hands want to be, perhaps in your lap open or clasped together. Notice if you want to soften any parts of your body, shoulders, jaw, eyebrows. And let's just take a few breaths here. If you want, you can deepen your breaths, perhaps making your exhale just a little longer than your inhale. Now, if you're willing, I'm going to invite you to put your hand on your heart, or just bring your attention there in your mind's eye. Feel the warmth and gentle presence of your hand or attention in your heart space. What's alive for you there today? What are you carrying in your heart? Perhaps something from your morning here at church, or something from another area of your life. Just notice what comes up while you hold your hand gently there. Continuing to breathe. And now see if among the many things you are holding, there is space to participate in this ritual today of coming up with 3 words. a gratitude, a celebration, and an intention. If not, you are welcome to be present as a witness to others during this time, or perhaps do it in the space of your own home. Either way, we will take a minute now to reflect on these 3 words. I will ring a bell when the minute is over and invite you to write your 3 words down. I invite you to open your eyes, wiggle and stretch a little if needed, and then write each of your 3 words on your strip of paper. You may write them on either side of the paper, noting where the sticky part is, and if you want your words to show on the outside or be a bit more hidden on the inside. If you are watching from home and would like to participate in the paper chain, feel free to write your words in the chat. Our tech team has a pile of paper back there, and they can write your words down. I'll give us another minute or so for this part, and then I'll ring the bell again and invite you to share any or all of your words with your neighbor or someone near you. And you are welcome to pass on sharing if you would like to keep your words quiet. Now I invite you to turn to your neighbor or someone sitting near you and share, if you would like, your toast, your boast, and your oath. Thank you. I saw lots of smiles and heard some connecting conversation. We could probably go on longer, especially if we had food and drink. So now is the logistical part of putting our chains together. So this is what I'm imagining, and we're flexible because this isn't the liturgical calendar. We can so have a little more space. Is that in your row, if you can connect the ones with the people in your row, and then reach across the row and see if you can connect. So someone on the end of each row might not close theirs up yet until they've connected to the person next to them. If we end up closing them and there's no open ones, it's no problem. We have lots of extra strips, and we'll make some connecting strips later. So, so go ahead and connect if you can. Yes, make a loop. Yeah, you can tear off the self-adhesive and make it into a loop. Connecting to someone else's. And again, we can just stay within our rows or the row next to us. We don't have to make one big long one right now. We'll complete it later. We'll bless it the way it is. So how about, Maya, it's okay if they're not all connected. How about we bring up, if there's a few volunteers that I see some people have chains, that we bring those chains forward and just lay them over this table up here. And then if there's little parts, we'll connect those a bit later, but we can have our chain up here. Wonderful. Oh, it's so colorful. Thank you. Thank you, volunteers. Any other loops that want to be up here that aren't up here yet? Okay, tech team is getting the online. Thank you, online folks. And while we're waiting for the tech team to get the online folks, oops, and mine's right here too. You might be wondering what you have in your hand still of a ribbon. Does everyone have a ribbon? If you do not have a ribbon, it's okay. You can get one on your way out of the sanctuary. I think I see that there's still ribbons in the back. So the ribbon is for you, because we're leaving our intentions and our blessings here at church. We're gonna bless this, and then we're gonna hang it in our building somewhere so that it helps create our sacred container, and so that the colorful colors can contribute to the beauty of our space. So the ribbon is an invitation for you to take home and to tie it somewhere. It can be on the knob of a drawer or a doorknob or a keychain, whatever works for you, as just a reminder of what your intention, your word is for the year, and a reminder of our ritual today together. So the ribbons are for you to take home. And if you didn't get one, again, there will be some in the back, or if you want to trade yours out for a different color, that's fine too. And if you're at home and you don't have ribbon, also a piece of yarn or string, anything like that could work as well. Okay, let us complete our ritual with this call and response reading by Kathleen McTeague, called New Year's Day. The words will appear on the screen. The 1st of January is another day dawning, the sun rising as the sun always rises, the earth moving in its rhythms. Calendars to name a certain day as the beginning of a new beginning, separating the old from the new. So it is. Everything is the same, bound into its history, as we ourselves are bound. Yet we also stand at a threshold. The new year, something truly new, still unformed, leaving ascending power in our hands. What shall we do with this great gift of time this year? Let us begin by remembering that whatever justice, whatever peace and wholeness might bloom in our world this year. We are the hearts and minds, the hands and feet, the embodiment of all the best visions of our people. The new year can be ground for seeds of our dreams. Let us take the step forward together onto new ground. Planting our dreams well, faithfully, and in joy. Blessed be. Thank you so much for participating in this ritual together. And I think that our closing hymn fits because we might want to dance into the new year. So please rise in body or spirit to sing our closing hymn, number 311 in the gray hymnal, Let It Be a Dance, and the words will also appear on the screen.
Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Let a dancing song be heard. Play the music, say the words, and fill the sky with sailing birds. Let it be a dance, let it be a dance, let it be a dance. Learn to follow, learn to lead. Feel the rhythm, feel the need. To reap the harvest, plant the seed. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Everybody turn and spin. Let your body learn to bend. And like a willow with the wind. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. A child is born, the old must die. A time for joy, a time to cry. Take it as it passes by. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Morning star comes out at night. Without the dark there is no light. If nothing's wrong, then nothing's right. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let the sunshine, let it rain. Share the laughter, bear the pain. And run we go again. Let it be a dance.
After the service, please enjoy coffee, tea, and treats in the foyer. You are welcome to bring your refreshments back into the sanctuary for a quieter place to connect with each other. If you're a newcomer today and willing, we'd like to ask you to raise your hand now so we can greet you in the coffee hour. Thank you. And now we will extinguish our chalice with closing words, A New Year Blessing by Beth Monahan. May we remember that we each carry inside of us a spark of the divine. In this new year, may we carry kindness, gentleness, and hope that hold us through even the hardest days and the most daunting risks. May we carry the wisdom to seek rest and connection, to lean into mutual care. May we carry purpose lightly, trusting that it changes and evolves and surprises us. May we carry curiosity, wonder, and the ability to be surprised. May we carry these prayers and carry each other into the new year. May it be so.